Well, hey everybody that's watching on the live stream. I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. I'm going to be trying something a little different tonight. I have my radio set up completely on battery backup power. Actually, everything except for the stuff that goes into the live stream is on backup tonight, including my sound system and everything related to the actual transmission of the radio. So I'm hoping that it all turns out well and I don't run out of battery before the night's up. I don't think that's going to happen though. Right now I'm running less than half an amp on receive and less than 7 amps on transmit, so that's not too bad. Well, we got just a few seconds here before the net. There goes the repeater. And here we go. Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday night net of the Ozarks Amateur Radio Society. This net meets regularly on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on this frequency of 146.97 with a PL tone of 162.2. My name is Wes and my call sign is AE0OC. While this is not an emergency net, if anyone at any time has emergency traffic, please call break. Does anyone have emergency traffic? Please call now. Hearing none, I will move on to announcements of interest to amateur radio. I will be using NetLogger for check-ins on this net, and anyone who wishes can check in early by monitoring the OARS net there. This coming Friday, 11 a.m. through 7 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., the Joplin Hamfest is going to be held at 1107 North Prosperity Avenue. It should be a good time, and I hope to see several of you there. On Saturday, October the 8th, the OARS Club will be setting up a special event station at the Apple Butter Making Days in Mount Vernon. We will be meeting at the Family Restaurant in Mount Vernon for breakfast at 7 a.m. prior to the event. This is an all-day event, and we will be having a potluck dinner later in the day, so please bring a dish to add to the mix. You also need to bring your own table service for the potluck. That's bring your own eating utensils. The club meeting will be held at 4 p.m. during this event. More to follow. The Ozarks Amateur Radio Society meets on the second Saturday of the month at the Happy House Restaurant in Monette, Missouri. The meeting is at 7 p.m., but everyone is welcome to come at 6 p.m. to eat and enjoy some good conversation. Individuals pay for their own meal, but you do not have to eat to attend. You also do not have to be a ham to attend. Everyone is welcome, including family members and those interested in amateur radio. The next meeting at the Happy House will be Saturday, November the 12th. Also, this net is now being streamed on the 5-9 Radio YouTube channel. So if you want to see how you sound on the radio or missed a part of the net, you can go to 59radio.com for details and a link to the channel. Is there anyone monitoring who has other announcements of interest to amateur radio? Please call now. All right. And I actually forgot to get the NetLogger fired up, so I have it up now. So if anybody wants to check in on there, you can. And in the meantime, we will see if we have any short time, low power, or mobile stations. Anyone want to check in short time, low power, or mobile? All right, I'm not hearing anybody on there, but I do now have a NetLogger check-in. So KA0SPM. Steve, how are you tonight, and what do you have for the net?
Wes, is everything coming through okay?
Yeah, you're coming through just fine, Steve. Sounding good.
Alright, good deal. Couple things going. We do have hurricane watch nets that are active, 14325 on 20 meters and 7268 on 40. Quite a bit of excitement down in South Florida. I noticed that they were starting to get some tornado warnings down that way, and so going to be a little crazy. But other than that, just getting ready for the Joplin Ham Fest, trying to get stuff cleaned up and ready to part with. Maybe I'll have a little extra space in the shack. So that, back to you, KA0SPM.
All right, thank you, Steve. Yeah, I've got a few things to take there too, and hopefully get rid of a few things, make a little money maybe. Maybe I'll have money to buy something else. You know how that goes. Did you have anything else for the net tonight?
No, that's pretty much it. Just trying to keep ahead of everything. It's going to be a busy week, as you probably for yourself too. So anyway, back to the net. KA0SPM.
All right, Steve, thank you for the check-in. And next up, we've got KE0MAD. Sean, how are you today?
Oh, doing pretty good. Enjoying this weather. I'd be happy if we had a year full of this stuff. Wouldn't complain one bit. Other than that, nothing on this end, and thanks for doing the net. And hopefully we can get more than last week. Anyway, this is K0MAD. Catch you later.
All right, Sean. And I was going to let you know that you've done a lot of the work on the repeater and all, that it was really impressing me today. I was able to talk to it and was talking to Bob, and was understandable. 13 miles north of Springfield on 13 highway. And I actually was able to trigger the repeater at 5 miles south of Bolivar, but I was awfully staticky coming back to me.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, wait till we get on that highway patrol tower. That'll be a walk in the park. So I really do look forward to that. Anyway, Wes, I'll catch you later. This is K0MAD.
All right, Sean, thank you for the check-in tonight. And 73, we're going to move on down to N0 MLP. Marvin, how's everything going out there in your neck of the woods?
Going good out here. Also enjoying the weather. Been out working on the truck. Got the mobile installed in it, and wired up for some trailer lights tonight. So just getting out there and doing stuff as I can with this weather being good.
Yeah, yesterday my son Wyatt went out and he did all the work and I did the supervising, but he got my conduit down in the dirt and my coax ran through it, and I have a run of coax from the entry box on the side of the house over to where the new tower is going. I've got 3 runs of coax. 2 of them are half-inch hardline and 1 is LMR 400. And I've also got the wires for my rotator controller. So I'm getting closer. I'm hoping maybe next week to be able to actually set the tower up for the first time at the full 60 feet and get all of the guy wires adjusted, or guy ropes I should say, adjusted and in place the way they're supposed to be, and then lay it back down and start assembling antennas and stuff. So maybe it won't be too much longer and I'll have a tower up in the air. But appreciate you checking in. Did you have anything else for the net?
No, Nothing else for the net, but if you need some help when you go to put that tower up, let me know, and try to come down there and see if I can help you out.
All right, I'll let you know if we do. I'm hoping that just the tower itself with no antennas is going to set it pretty easy. We are using a falling derrick system. I don't have the winch for it yet, but I'm hoping that we can put 2 or 3 boys out there on the end of the rope pulling and drag it up that way. But we'll see how it works out. If that doesn't work, we may be calling in everybody we know. But and eventually I'm going to try to get a winch. I don't know, the boys really want me to get an electric one, but it may just end up being a crank winch. We'll see how it goes. But appreciate you checking in tonight. And that puts us down at the bottom of the list. Do I have any further check-ins for the OARSnet? Any and all check-ins?
Kilo Alpha Zero, Romeo Mike, KA0M, Aurora.
KF6OZ, Mel in Mount Vernon.
WB0QV, Whiskey Bravo 0, Oscar Queen Victor, Jim in Marionville.
KF0IQA in Jenkins.
Zero RWD, Ron in Cassville.
All right, I'm going to stop you guys there. I got quite a few of you, and I missed a couple of them, so I'm going to have, when I don't call you this time, come back to me because I just got a little behind there. Let's go with KA0RM. Bob, what's up, and how are you doing tonight?
Hello, Wes. Now we doing good. Like Sean, enjoying this beautiful weather. I got to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to get in, get out, and go to bed. We'll probably be tearing down up there at Mount Vernon probably around 6 o'clock, I would say, because, it's starting getting dark, so I think we'll probably be tearing down about then. So, and also everybody needs to bring a chair besides your cooking or eating utensils. They need to bring a chair, lawn chair, stuff like that, because there won't be nothing else to sit on up there unless you sit on the ground. So, anyway, you might do that. That's about it. Like I said, not much else going on. Looking forward to Joplin Hamfest here this next weekend, and then also Mount Vernon coming up there. So we'll catch you later, and we're gonna pull the plug here or shut her down here. A0CK, A0RM, 73. Catch you later.
All right, thank you, Bob. Appreciate you checking in tonight. And we're going to move on down now. The next one I've got on the list is KF6OZ. Mel, how are you tonight?
A0C, this is KF6OZ. Everything's going good here in Mount Vernon. Still doing the experiments with the beverage can dipoles. And I've been using this one that I'm on now regularly. And last week when we had a little bit of rain, I noticed I checked it and the SWR went up somewhat for about 24 hours and went back down. So I think maybe it needs a little bit better weather sealing somehow to keep the water out of it whenever we get stormy weather. But it was still working okay anyhow. Looking forward to the other activities that are coming up. Other than that, I don't guess there's any news. Oh, I guess there is too. Today's my birthday. Today I'm 84 years old, and seems like a lot of people notice with phone calls, texts, cards, and emails. Approximately 75 people have wished me happy birthday today. With that, I'll say 7-3, KF6OZ.
Well, Mel, make that one more because happy birthday. That is an excellent thing. I'm glad you're having a good day of it, too. It's nice weather for a birthday. So appreciate you checking in tonight. And the next one, I always get this call mixed up. I got to start memorizing this one. I have down KE0OQV, and I know it's wrong, so try again.
Okay, Wes, yeah, it's Whiskey Bravo 0, Oscar Queen Victor. Appreciate you doing the net. Want to wish Mel a happy birthday also. Every one of those is a milestone the way I look at it. So nothing really else. Enjoying the good weather and just listening in to the net here. So won't keep it back to you. A0CWB0QV.
All right, Jimmy. Like I said, that call gives me fits every time, and like I said, I just can't seem to remember it. But I appreciate you checking in tonight, and I will try my best to remember next time. So we're going to move on down from you and go to K0RWD. Ron, how are you tonight?
K0RWD. Well, I had to finally take a little time and get the struts on the front of my pickup were getting kind of worn, so we spent the day taking those off and putting others on, and they needed to be put on there because these were worn. And then I drove it into town, and it really rode a whole much better. But other than that, it's getting dark earlier. Not caring to have that a lot, but the thing of it is just we just don't have the time to get enough stuff to done. And I want to tell Mel happy birthday. And with that, I'll just go back to net control and K0RWD.
Well, Ron, yeah, we got to take advantage of these nice days when we have them, because they are kind of few and far between, it seems like. One thing I didn't mention earlier that I'm doing this week is I'm actually running off of battery power, and got pretty much the whole system running off of two 12-volt batteries in series, running through a voltage converter, then dropping it down to 13.8. And really everything that has to do with transmission on my radio is covered by batteries, with the exception of my mixer board, which sends out my stream for my live stream, and it is powered by the computer still. But it would be easy to power it that way, or I could slip a hand mic into the radio and be able to go strictly battery power that way too. So appreciate you checking in, Ron. And I had at least one more call that I missed, and if you would give me your call again, I'll get you right on. Boy, you really was scratchy there. Can you try maybe moving a little bit around and get to maybe a better position or something where I can hear you a little better? I think I got a kilo, and that's about the only thing that I got. All right. I think that was KF0IQA, and that's Barry out of Aurora. So very good, Barry. You are a little weak tonight, but I copied you that time.
Yeah, hi, Wes. Yeah, I'm standing in a little X on my back porch where I can get you sometimes. Anyway, little narrow space here that I can receive you at all. And happy birthday to Mel, who gave you the I Quit Aviation end of my
Yeah, that's what helped me get your call because I remembered that was the way it was. It was I quit aviation. I got the first part and I got the IQ. I couldn't quite hear the A, but I knew that it had to do with airplanes, so that's where I got it from. But you were coming in a little better last week on Zach's net, but you're pretty rough this time. But like I said, I've copied everything you said that time around at least.
Okay, well, today, about a month ago, Catherine found a lump that she didn't like, and she had some tests done, and we ended up today going to the oncologist, and he said there's nothing to worry about. He's going to take the lump out anyway, but it's not a problem. They thought it might be lymphoma, but it's not, so we're happy around here today.
Barry, I had a little more trouble with that last transmission though, but hopefully you'll be able to eventually get you a mobile radio set up inside on a power supply with a actual base antenna and be able to get out a little bit better. As far out as you are over by Jenkins, I'd say you pretty much are going to need to do that to reliably get into the repeaters in the area.
Okay, Wes, thanks for your help. And 73 here.
Also, if you get into a spot where you're needing some help setting something like that up, get a hold of us at the club, and I bet you that somebody will come out and give you a hand with things. These guys are all real good about helping each other out and doing what we can to help people get on the air better. So if you need any help, just give us a holler, Barry. So I will catch you next time around and say 73 to you, and that puts us at the bottom of the list. Do I have any further check-ins for the OARSnet?
Kilo Echo Zero, Uniform Papa Yankee, that's KE0 UPY, Christopher and Mount Vernon.
KE0 UPY, how are you tonight, Christopher?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Been doing a little bit of schoolwork, but other than the fun of medical coding, I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I think that might make my brain explode. I had enough trouble getting through all the levels of the amateur radio test. I don't think I could do computer coding. There's no way. But I hear there's some money in that, though, so that might not be a bad deal.
Well, I thought I might work my way into something with a nice income, be able to afford all that radio equipment that I ain't acquired yet.
Yeah, I think that Zach was the one that said it to me the other day that you can go as far in this hobby as your wallet will let you.
Yeah, I've learned by looking around, and I believe that's the truth. I've noticed that with a lot of the newer rigs and also a lot of the older equipment. Some of them really hold their value.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that when a radio gets taken off, discontinued, the price on the used ones seem to go up tremendously. They start charging as much for the used ones as the new ones were selling for.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that too. I really noticed that with like when you're looking for parts for one, some of those parts are hard to find. But I guess a lot of older equipment and any kind of hobbies like that.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite, though, of a lot of other electronic things. When the new great model comes out, the older models are kind of considered worthless. Computers, cell phones, all kinds of stuff like that. But not with ham radios. When the new model comes out and they discontinue the old one, the old model jumps in price. So, do you have anything further for the net tonight, Chris?
No, not really. I do want to wish Mel a happy birthday, and I plan on being at the apple butter making days Saturday. Not this Saturday, but of course during apple butter making days. I look forward to seeing everybody at the restaurant for breakfast that Saturday morning of the apple butter making days.
Well, that's awesome. I look forward to seeing you there. And I plan to be there for breakfast, too. That's my intention, provided I can crawl myself out of bed. But I was going to ask you one more thing. Are you going to be at the Ham Fest this coming weekend?
Well, I hadn't really put a whole lot of thought into that. I might try to come up, depending on well, let's see, it's on a Saturday, isn't it?
It is Friday and Saturday, the 1st the 30th and the 1st. So it's both days. It's from 10 to 7 on Friday and from 8 to 2 on Saturday.
Okay, I'll see what I can do as far as coming up there. I do have my nephew's got a birthday party on this coming Sunday. He's turning 4 years old on the 1st.
Well, that's awesome. 4 years old, that's a scary age, actually. I'll tell you what, I remember when my kids were 4, they were on ready to be no end. But well, if you get the chance to come up, we'd like to see you there. So look forward to it. I'll say 73 to you, and we're at the bottom of the list. Any further check-ins? This is AE0OC. I'm looking for further check-ins for the OARS Tuesday Night Net. Do I have any further check-ins before we close the net down?
K0 Lima Alpha Foxtrot Charlie in Republic.
Well, hello, Charlie. How are you tonight? Haven't talked to you in a few weeks here. It's good to hear from you.
Yeah, I'm just fantastic. Yeah, it was good to see you out at the Route 66 station a few weeks ago. And we went out to Nathan Boone again today. I'm closing in on the Kilo Award out there. It's a beautiful day to be out there. Bands weren't very good, but we managed to make 50-some contacts, so we're, like I say, closing in on a Kilo Award. Other than that, just checking in for the account, and maybe we'll see you Friday in Joplin at the Hamfest. K0LAF.
Well, I bet it was nice out there at Nathaniel Boone. I bet that was a pretty day to be out there doing POTA. So, yeah, I'm planning on being at the Hamfest on Friday, and hopefully I'll run into you out there. You have to come up and say howdy to me. So, we will be setting up. I think that Bob's got a booth or a table set up there, and also Smark does, and so I'll be kind of bouncing back and forth between the two clubs, but I'll be running around up there. So, thanks a lot for checking in, and we'll catch you next week, I hope. This is AE0OC. Do I have any further check-ins for the OARS Net? last call for check-ins for the OARS net. This is AE0OC. All right, nothing heard, so we're going to call that one a net. Appreciate everybody who checked in tonight. Appreciate everyone who was on the live stream. And there was quite a few comments that I didn't get a chance to answer, but I'll go looking through them and see what I missed out on. And we hope to hear from all of you again next Tuesday night. Should be Zach 2 running the net then. So, and until then, everybody have a great week, and we'll see you next week. 73 AE0OC.